Once you have one or more clients entered into RadioWorks, you may then go to the contract area and add a contract. You can have multiple contracts for one client. Second item under the main menu, contracts, and there we see one that was added recently. Now when we click on add, then we can begin adding the contract. Now before we save this, we can put in our own unique contract number if we so desire. If not, RadioWorks will provide the next one in the sequence. Now watch what happens when I put in a number that's already been taken. I put in 514, and when I hit tab over here to the right, it says invalid input, contract 514 is taken. And it won't let me out of the field, won't let me cancel or anything until I put in a correct number. So since I know that's the last contract, I'll put in the next number and it'll take it just fine. Of course, you can put in your own sequence of numbers and that'll work okay. Now in order to add a contract, we have to know the client ID. That's why I recommend to people not to use a numbering system unless they're very good at remembering who's client 422 or something like that. So I'll just put in some numbers and we'll see what happens. Okay, I put in FNB and it added the PA and came up with the First National Bank of Pasco. It has the contract person listed there. Billing is going to go to the client. If I had an alternate contact, such as a billing agency, I could go over to this button, Bill To, and set that as the person to whom the billing would go. Over here, date ordered simply means it's going to show up on the November report. And if you were entering an order and you wanted it to show up on a previous or the next month, something like that, then you can do so. Now when you come to the salesperson area, it will put the first person on the list in there, but you can go over here and change it if you like. And if you have a PO number, purchase order number, that you would like to have on the invoice, you can enter it there. Date accepted is optional. It really doesn't do anything. If you accept it at this point, when you go to add a spot, it will tell you that the contract has already been accepted. Do you want to continue? If you skip this and don't put down any date accepted, then when you get ready to confirm a scheduled spot, then it will say it's not been accepted and you can say yes to continue. So we'll just leave that alone for now. All this other material will be covered in other lessons as we get into the billing. So for right now, we'll just give it a save.